What if I told you that you are carrying a force inside your body so powerful that it can create life, fuel your dreams, and unlock parts of your mind you haven't even discovered yet? Now imagine this. You are throwing it away every single day. Sounds absurd, right? But that is exactly what is happening every time you give in to mindless pleasure without control. Take a deep breath for a moment. Feel your body. That energy moving inside you is not just physical. It is your drive, your clarity, your creative force, your life itself. And the real question is, why are you trading something so powerful for a few seconds of temporary satisfaction? This is not about shame, and it is not about religion. This is about awareness and control. Because every time you act on impulse, you are reinforcing a pattern that weakens your discipline, drains your motivation, and slowly disconnects you from your highest potential. Many people think this is harmless, just a normal habit. But over time, it can lead to something deeper. A loss of focus, a sense of emptiness, a decrease in drive, and a constant search for stimulation instead of meaning. And I know, some of this might make you uncomfortable. Good, because growth does not happen in comfort. It happens when you are willing to question your habits and face the truth. So ask yourself honestly, are you living at your full potential right now? Do you wake up with energy, clarity, and purpose? Or do you feel distracted, drained, and stuck in cycles you cannot break? Ancient philosophies have long spoken about this idea of vital energy, a life force that should be preserved and directed, not wasted. Think of it like fuel in an engine. You can burn it instantly for a quick burst, or you can use it to power a long journey. The choice is always yours. Modern science is only beginning to touch on what this really means. When you constantly chase high levels of stimulation, especially through artificial sources, your brain's reward system starts to change. Dopamine receptors become less sensitive, meaning the things that once brought you joy no longer feel as satisfying. Your motivation drops, your focus weakens, and you find yourself needing more stimulation just to feel normal. This does not just affect your habits. It affects your entire life. Your ability to concentrate, your ability to work toward long-term goals, even your ability to connect deeply with other people. There is also evidence suggesting that frequent overstimulation can impact your hormonal balance, your energy levels, and your mental clarity. And when this becomes a cycle, it is not just about one habit anymore. It becomes a lifestyle of avoidance, where short-term pleasure replaces long-term growth. But here is the part most people misunderstand. This is not about suppressing your natural energy. Suppression leads to frustration. This is about mastering it. There is a difference. When you learn to observe your urges without immediately reacting, you begin to build control. And control is where real power comes from. Imagine being able to feel an urge and not be controlled by it. Imagine being able to redirect that energy into something meaningful. Your work, your health, your creativity, your purpose. That is where transformation begins. Some people even explore practices that separate pleasure from release, learning to experience intensity without depletion. While these ideas have roots in ancient traditions, the core message remains simple: awareness and control over your own body and mind. Because when you stop leaking energy through unconscious habits, you start accumulating it. And that energy shows up in different ways: sharper focus, stronger presence, deeper confidence, and a sense of direction that most people are missing. Think about the most driven, focused, and magnetic individuals you know. There is something about them, a presence, a clarity, a sense of control that is not accidental. It is the result of discipline and intentional living. So how do you begin? First, awareness. The next time you feel the urge, do not act immediately. Pause, breathe, ask yourself, is this the best use of my energy right now? Second, redirection. That same energy can be transformed. Use it to train your body, build something, work on your goals, create, learn, grow. You will start to realize how powerful it actually is. Third, build mental discipline, meditation, breath control, stillness. Learn to sit with discomfort instead of escaping it. Because every time you resist the urge, you are strengthening your mind. Fourth, move your body. Physical activity helps circulate energy, prevents stagnation, and increases overall vitality. And finally, give yourself a real challenge. 30 days, no mindless habits, no automatic reactions, just awareness and control. Track your experience, your energy levels, your focus, your emotions, your clarity. You will notice changes. Maybe subtle at first, maybe difficult, but real. You will start thinking more clearly. You will feel more in control. You will act with intention instead of impulse. And most importantly, you will realize something powerful. You were never truly weak. You were simply untrained. And discipline is something that can be built. This is not about counting days. 30 days is just a starting point. The real goal is a shift in how you live, a transition from unconscious habits to conscious control. This does not mean eliminating desire. It means mastering it. Because you are not just your body, and you are not just your urges. You are a thinking, conscious being with the ability to choose. And every choice you make is shaping your future. So the question is simple. Will you continue to trade your energy for short-term pleasure? Or will you learn to harness it for long-term power? Because every single decision either builds you or drains you. The power is already in your hands. The only question is, what are you going to do with it?